Well, sure. I mean, there's a mailer that went out, but I've seen the commercial like 5 times today. It says I'm just going to rubber stamp whatever Bobby Jindal says or wants me to do, and then I think there's even a little heart-shaped framed picture of Bobby Jindal and I, which is just, I've never even been in a picture with Bobby Jindal.
Wait. Pardon me, Miss Mary. Wait. So there is a campaign ad, a direct mail, I would assume, and
Yeah.
maybe it's on the TV ad. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it is.
And it has you and Governor Jindal in a heart-shaped picture frame.
Together.
And what you're saying is what now? Repeat that again.
It's actually a picture I think they took off of my Facebook page, which I was actually with Congressman John Fleming when I was addressing Congress in Washington, and I guess they just took his picture out and put Bobby Jindal's in there. It's just crazy.
Is it really in a heart-shaped frame?
On the commercial, yes, it is.
But your real picture is not, right?
My picture is, but it's an actual picture of me. But I actually was with Congressman Fleming in that actual picture, not Bobby Jindal.
But you and Fleming are in a heart-shaped?
No, Bobby Jindal.
Okay, I know, but your original picture, the original picture was not a heart-shaped. It was just a picture on my Facebook page. They took from my Facebook page. And Bobby Jindal was nowhere on that picture?
No, ma'am.
What are they doing? I mean, that really seems over the edge to completely fabricate a picture.
Well, I think they're just desperate. I mean, I think I'm leading in the polls, and I think they're just willing to do anything they need to do to win that BESE seat.
So how good a rubber stamp will you be for Bobby Jindal?
Well, I think, Bobby Jindal's not going to even be in office, so I think it's kind of actually silly. But I'm an independent thinker. I have been for, 27 years in education, and so I don't even think that's going to be an issue.
Your top priorities, if you're elected to BESE, will be what?
Well, to continue to make sure the standards review is a transparent process and that Common Core is eliminated from our state.
Now, speaking of Common Core, and I know you and you've been a longtime opponent of Common Core. I saw a story a couple of days ago that said that Common Core is really having a negative effect on Black and other minority students. Did you see that? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I didn't actually see that, but I can appreciate that. And I think it's having a negative effect on every child, not just minority children, because, I've always said that the standards are not developmentally appropriate, especially in the elementary grades, because they're asking students to do things maybe they're not mentally, or brain developmentally ready for, 2 and 3 grade levels above what they're actually capable of doing. And I do have a degree in child development, so I do know that.
Miss Mary, we're up against the break here, and thank you for joining us this morning. Just one more question before we let you go.
Sure.
One of the reasons we wanted to have you on this morning was to set the record straight on that photo, and the other was to be perfectly honest about it, to goad Tony Davis into coming on and defending that direct mail and that TV commercial if he could. So, do you have a message for Mr. Davis this morning? Anything you'd like to say specifically to him about that ad?
Well, I just would like to say, why don't you run on your credentials and just list, on what you can do as a BESE member if you are elected. I haven't seen anything yet that says that what he will actually do. And I have been on the board, and I'm a 27-year educator, so I have a record, and he does not. But I just, I just don't understand why he has to do such ugly things like these mailers and commercials.
Will you be staying at South Highlands? That's your plan, right?
Oh, yes. It's a non-paid position. The BESE board is a non-paid position. So yes, I would still be a principal. It's what I love to do. I'm an educator. I love being with kids. I love my job. I love being a principal.